Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special edition here of Cloud Wars Live, where we are exploring the road to Oracle CloudWorld coming up next month in Las Vegas, where thousands of people are going to come to hear Oracle's plans for what's going forward in a very interesting time for Oracle, as it has become the fastest growing major cloud provider in the world. We're going to be speaking with a number of Oracle executives in this road to Oracle CloudWorld, and we're delighted to have with us today Chris Leone, who's the Executive Vice President of Applications Development for Oracle Cloud HCM. Chris, it's great to see you.
It is great to see you, Bob. Happy to be on your show.
Well, thank you, my friend. And so, Chris, there's so much going on at your company these days, and I know with CloudWorld coming up, it looked like, as we scanned through a lot of the literature there, it looked like you were trying to help people think about how to solve complex problems, how to innovate new business models, drive better business results, and the impact all that's going to have on employees and customers. So, Chris, I'd love to hear your point of view from the leader of the HCM business there. How are the things that Oracle's doing in this, very dynamic world of HCM helping your customers solve some of their complex business problems?
Great question. And I wanted you to feel right at home, Bob. So I went ahead and put my talking points on a whiteboard for you, just to make sure that you were comfortable. So let me go ahead and address a few of the topics that we're going to hit that really talk to the talking points that you asked about. So first, we're gonna touch on some of our vertical investments that we're making. As you've heard Larry talk about, we're going deep in healthcare, obviously with the Cerner acquisition. We have some major investments that we're making on the HCM side across our entire suite, ERP as well, but in HCM, we're making investments around scheduling, optimization, skills, making sure we can hire and support and schedule nurses at the right time, in the right shift, to the right bed, all of those things. But we're taking that strategy across multiple industries. So you're going to hear a little bit about that. And I think that's a big area for us. The other one is you probably heard about our employee experience platform called Oracle Me. One of the things that organizations are struggling with is really how they create a better experience for their employees around upskilling, reskilling, finding their next job, even administrative tasks. And our Oracle Me is our employee experience platform, and it's received tremendous raving reviews. We've won 2 Product of the Year awards with it. It's been great. We've been rolling it out to a lot of customers and really helping organizations just really manage their employee experience much better, much simpler, and it's something that the HR team can do without the help of IT. Okay. A couple other things that you'll hear that are really important for our customers. One of them is Oracle Recruiting Cloud. We had acquired Taleo many years ago. You remember that back in the day, and but we completely rebuilt our recruiting solution. It's called Oracle Recruiting Cloud now. It's been out for about 5 years. It's just been ranked as the #1 recruiting cloud in HCM suites. So you'll see that coming out pretty soon. But we're coming out with some new capabilities primarily for our larger customers. These capabilities, we're calling it the Recruiting Booster, but they include better scheduling optimization. So as candidates come in, you can find the right scheduling slot for all the interviews that they need to do, so you can get candidates hired faster. We've invested more in kind of multi-channel communication. So one of the areas that organizations like to communicate with their candidates now is not just an email, not just on the phone, but in SMS. And now we can do all of that in one area in our application. So it's all very simple, but it's also all documented. So from any compliance, make sure that you're hiring the right people and everything's above board. Really a great solution there. So some cool things really helping organizations hire more quickly, get better candidates, and making sure that they're communicating well. And then the last kind of area is focus for us is skills. So you've heard skills. Organizations are looking to reskill, upskill, internal mobility is really important. And they're really looking at how they can create kind of base level skills for their jobs, but also allow their employees to take the right courses, train themselves so they can get the next job and move up in the organization.
Yeah.
So these are a few of the key things that that we'll be talking about. And I did want to highlight for you, because you're a numbers guy. In the recent quarter, HCM was up 26%. Now I know you cover everything, but that was a good one. It's in the transcript. So if you're ever giving out numbers for that last quarter, HCM had a good quarter. So that's kind of what we're looking at there, Bob, for some of the announcements that you'll see at Oracle CloudWorld.
Well, Chris, that's great. Can I ask you a question
Sure.
about the whiteboard you use? Because it's pretty cool. Mine is AI powered. Now,
No. This is just a standard, just marker to board, old school. I thought I'd make you feel comfortable and right at home, and
absolutely, Chris, is perfect. So you're saving all the good stuff for the Oracle products. You're not necessarily pumping it over into your own whiteboard. I got it.
Exactly.
I got it. So, Chris, can I ask you too with this? You touched on some of this through there, but it seems the whole role of HCM and human resource, right? For years everybody said our people are our most important asset, but we didn't always treat people that way. So talk a little bit about the new mindset within companies around people, and therefore then the technology that you're helping to help those people be as successful as possible.
Absolutely. One of the key trends that we're seeing organizations push toward is trying to create a more immersive culture, a more inclusive culture. Those topics are top of mind, obviously. And what we've been doing to kind of help support that is we've delivered some solutions, and we'll talk about this at Oracle CloudWorld. One of them is called Touch Points, but it's really designed to create a better engagement model between a manager and their employee. So many organizations have an annual survey that they do, right? So you come out with this survey once a year, they let you know how you're doing, but that's not often enough to really get your finger on the pulse of how your workforce is doing, how they're feeling this week or next week. So we've created a solution, and we'll be talking about it as part of Oracle Me. It's called Touch Points, and it really helps managers do weekly, monthly surveys, understand what their employees are feeling for that month, that week. And if there's a drop in sentiment, they can go in and take action. They can, schedule a one-on-one with their employee. They can, ask them to, meet with them over coffee or something. So really this whole engagement to help push a positive culture is something that we're seeing a lot of organizations really drive to. It's top of mind. And we're trying to deliver solutions that help and facilitate that, right? So we kind of pulled away from the organizations, still do the annual survey, but we're trying to put it into more of an ongoing, continuous communication with the manager and their employee.
And Chris, last thing before we wrap up, tell me about what your conversations with CHROs these days. What's top of mind for them?
Talk about a couple things. Obviously, hiring the right people, diversity, equity, inclusion is very important. We want to make sure that we have an inclusive workforce, and that's top of mind. Creating engaging culture is top of mind as well. Creating opportunities inside the organization. So internal mobility is something that organizations are looking at. I mean, if you can create an atmosphere where your workforce feels that they can, learn new things, they have opportunities to move into new jobs, you retain them longer, and you reduce, you reduce attrition and turnover, and it drives your costs down, and you retain your better employees or your best employees. So I think those kind of concepts are key things that are top of mind for CHROs these days.
Well, Chris Leone, thank you very much for this overview here. It sounds like you are in the middle of some remarkable times here for your part of the business, your customers, and Oracle overall. Thanks for the 26% up pointer there for Oracle HCM, and thanks also for cluing me in on the whiteboard there. Very good stuff.
Thanks, Bob. Great talking to you.
Chris, great talk to you too. Thanks. All right, folks, that's it. That's the report from Oracle HCM from Executive Vice President Chris Leone. We'll be back with some additional insights soon on the road to Oracle CloudWorld. See you soon.